welcome to a brand new Five Heart podcast live on a Thursday night at our regularly scheduled day and time. I am Greg Mahochko, the face that runs the place. And I had a really good introductory nickname for Minnie earlier, and I already forgot it.
Too bad.
It was solid. You all would have appreciated it. I apologize. I dropped the ball. The electric host of the Five Heart Show, Minnie Hunt. Minnie, how are you doing tonight?
Hi. I'm great.
I dropped the ball.
Yeah, Minnie the Moocher.
That's a Blues Brothers reference.
That's a song.
Yeah, from the Blues Brothers and probably decades before that.
I have a song that somebody actually wrote for me. Greg, have you ever had anybody write a song for you?
Yes.
Okay. This sounds way more entertaining than any story that I could possibly dream of. Please tell me how and why.
So, was it, I guess, was it directly about me? Maybe not, but it did have my name in it. So there's a little band from the 1990s called Everything.
Okay.
And they had a hit single called Who Got the Hooch? You remember that song?
No.
You got the only sweetest thing in the world?
No, I don't.
All right. Well, it's a fantastic song.
Well, anyway. Yeah, if it's written about you, I'm sure it's fantastic.
Anyway, at the time, I had a nickname and it was Hooch. So that was always the joke, is the song was about me.
Oh, Greg, it really
Fred
wasn't.
knows the song. I'm not surprised.
It really wasn't about you.
No.
We just thought you just like to believe that it is.
No, I mean, it is. It's Who Got the Hooch? Who got the only sweetest thing in the world? Who got the love? Who got the freshy? Who got the only sweetest thing in the world? Let's get real. Let's get heavy till the waters break the levee, till the waters get loose. Who got the hooch?
Isn't hooch supposed to be like alcohol? I think that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, booze.
It's not about you, Greg.
You can't prove that.
It's nice that you think it is.
High Mountain guy says I'm making it worse and says the song's not about me.
Greg's so vain. He probably thinks the song is about you.
Carly, was that Carly Simon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good Allegedly memory. It was about, if I remember correctly, that song was about the record producer.
I don't know, but this is a Husker show. Should we talk about Husker stuff?
James Borman says Cab Calloway did Minnie the Moocher in 1931.
Yeah.
That was back when Minnie was 18 years old.
You are funny. All right, Greg.
This is a Husker show.
Huh?
You're right. This is a Husker show, Minnie. What do we have to talk about tonight?
Hardly anything since, I mean, we were just here a couple days ago, but hardly anything has happened since then.
I'll tell you what's not happened.
What?
Very few Huskers have actually been announcing that they're, or I should say former Huskers, have announced that they're going to other schools.
How many up to this point? 17?
Are in the transfer portal?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but they're not getting picked up anywhere.
I know.
Is that a problem? Are they setting lofty expectations?
It's dangerous to enter the transfer portal because, you know, you may not end up getting a better deal than what you currently have. However, some of these players probably were told that there's no place for them on the roster.
Um, what was it when the transfer portal opened, and it's only been open not even a week yet. I mean, technically tomorrow.
Mhm.
There was something over like 3,000 Division One athletes were in the portal within the first day.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that I don't want to do the math, or I'm not going to do the math, but it seems unlikely that there's that many, roster spots in college football without, um, having to jump down to a next division. So
Yep. That's what's gonna happen. Which, they're gonna get playing time that way. So it'll be good.
Aaron Rostovsky says a third of college football players are in, if I'm interpreting the shorthand right, a third of college football players are in the portal. That's rough.
I can't believe that. Is that true? How could that be true? I don't think that's true. Okay, let's think this through. We have 100 and what did we have? Like 115? And so far we have 17 players in. Is that the average? So like
Well, I mean,
10%
when
of
you look
our
at
roster.
Iowa State, where they're almost their entire roster left.
Mm, okay. Wow. I knew this was going to be a really large portal because last year in the spring we had over 2,000 enter, and then we had a second portal window where we had like just under 2,000. So when you combine it, of course it's going to make more players entering. I wonder by the time it's all said and done how many will be in. I mean, it's a dangerous game. You can get lucky and go to a great team and work your way to the start, or you could be like, I mean, look at Sam Levitt. He's the number one quarterback in the portal, and he doesn't have a home.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of crystal balls were thinking Kentucky, and then Kentucky outbid Nebraska for Kenny Minchie. And so, yeah, I know Gary Pierce said, I'm going to scroll up and grab it here. We got a huge transfer quarterback, and this is a player that you are pretty high on, I think. Correct, Minnie?
I am. How do you know?
Just because it's a new quarterback for you to stock.
Yes. And I've already started stalking him.
Oh gosh, no!
Mm-hmm.
Say it ain't so.
He grew up just outside of Tampa, Florida.
This is silly.
What?
You should know all this stuff.
I should, and I
Are you
do.
already following his mom on X?
You're funny. No, I'm not following his mom yet.
Yeah.
Anthony Colandrea.
That's what I was gonna say. Colandrea from UNLV.
Yep. His
What can you tell
nick
us about him?
well, I can tell you that his mom calls him Aunt.
Oh gosh. I don't care about that.
Okay.
Tell me something else. Tell me about his
Um,
on the field capabilities.
well, it's interesting because if you look at where he originally committed and where he played at Virginia, he was an okay quarterback, not very good, not very consistent. He had I want to say just over 20. No, I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. Um, 23 interceptions in the 2 years that he was there, something like that. And not near as many. Yes, yes. And this was last season. Thank you, Double O Dana. And but at Virginia, he was a lot smaller. This kid packed it on this past season. When he went to UNLV, I don't know what happened. He like grew up. He has so much muscle now.
Oh,
Um, I know. So it's interesting because this is what happens because they're so young, right? I think he's 21, 22.
I mean, yeah, he's that age. I mean, college age. He's a junior.
Yes.
I don't have his exact date of birth. I'm sorry. I could tell you he was born in St. Petersburg, Florida, but I don't know.
It is the 16th of
Yeah, this is
forget what.
disgusting. No, I don't know.
I
So
forget what.
this past fall for the Runnin' Rebels, he was 14th in the nation in passing yards at 3,459. He was tied for 32nd with 23 passing touchdowns, tied for 85th in interceptions with 9. He had a quarterback rating of 69.6, which was good for top 40. He had also 10 rushing touchdowns and 649 yards rushing in 2025 for UNLV. If there is any bit of concern for Nebraska, he did take, and maybe Jeep Wade can help with this, he was sacked 26 times in 2025.
26?
26. I mean, I know that's like 2.5 games with Dylan, but
I know. Yeah. His stats look really good, especially when you look at his overall yards. I was like, wow, that is impressive. It's
can you read this text or his comment?
It's from Fred. Just be warned. It says, poor kid is already getting texts from an Arizona phone number asking how he likes his eggs in the morning. Ha ha ha. No, I don't. But I'm telling you, he's a good-looking kid. I'm not gonna say that more than once, okay? Good-looking kid, and yeah, I think he's gonna be a great addition. I don't think he's going to be the prima donna or anything like that. I think he's just gonna work hard. I think that's all he knows.
Aaron Keene says FFS, it's only QBs now. Aaron Rostovsky says acting like she doesn't know exactly how old he is and what time his birth was.
What? Okay, you guys. The thing is he's
Way older
won.
than Dylan, says Gary Pierce.
He has won like awards throughout his entire career. Like when he got to UNLV first week, he was like, what was he? The something player of the week. Oh gosh, dang it. I had all this written down. I'm sorry. I'm just now getting back from my daughter's 12th birthday. So I'm a
That's
little
right.
unorganized.
The big 1-2.
Yes,
How did
Stella.
y'all celebrate? That's a
Guys,
momentous
should
occasion.
we have her in here to say, if I say go, you say big red?
Nah, that's okay.
That was her cheer.
That's been over a year ago.
I bet she'll remember though.
Maybe.
So, where were we?
I don't know. You were apologizing for not being prepared for the show tonight.
Yeah. Normally I like to have all this stuff written down.
That's
But,
right. Luckily we have a way to kind of, prepare on the fly, if you know what I mean.
oh, yes.
Oh, that's not that.
No, that's not. Oh. Okay. What'd you look up?
Nothing.
Okay. Seriously?
I'm just saying that we have that as a resource. That's where I was able to pull all of Anthony Colandrea's stats.
Okay. Go ahead.
I already did.
You gave us all of his stats?
Like passing yards, rushing yards, touchdowns, interceptions, quarterback rating for last year.
Okay.
Would
you like to hear some high school stats? I have his high school stats.
No, because that's not relevant. That was 4 years ago.
I'm telling you, you'll still be impressed.
I mean, no, I won't.
He's always in the 3,000s.
Okay. Well,
Always.
that's tough though, because he's a Division I college football player, and there are very few Division I college football players in the high school ranks. So unless he was playing at like an IMG Academy or a Bishop Gorman or something like that, there's a chance he was playing against a lot of crap teams.
Okay, Greg. This is still interesting in my mind.
It's more important that he put up 3,000 yards last year in the Mountain West Conference.
Okay. Well, let's just say my money's on that he puts up at least 3,000 yards for us. Okay? I think he has that ability, especially with an offensive line that's supposedly going to be better.
We did get some upgrades at the offensive line position. Do you want to tell the good people about that, Minnie?
I do, but I don't have the information right in front of me, and my mind's a little 12-year-old birthday party stuff.
Well, we signed the
Babblade.
Babblade, yeah, Tree Babblade.
Babblade.
Easy for me to say. By the way, Tree is his nickname. His actual name is not easily pronounced, we'll say. But yeah, so we signed him, offensive tackle from South Carolina, and he signed officially yesterday. And we also received an offensive lineman from Iowa State, one of the many players who are jumping off that particular ship now that Matt Campbell's no longer there, and that's Brendan Black. So a couple new offensive linemen to help protect either Anthony Colandrea or TJ Lateef.
Yeah. I am really, really excited about these guys. One is a tackle, right? And one is an interior lineman. And they look big, gigantic.
Rostovsky says that Tree gave up 1 sack all year long. And he says, we've had guys give up more ... on one drive. Just not wrong. So I think you put Tree and Brendan Black and Elijah Pritchett, hopefully with another year, and a offensive line coach who actually knows how to coach offensive line and has, done it and wasn't an associate offensive line coach and who's actually ran that position group. I mean, you're very high on Jeep Wade, Minnie.
Yeah, I love Jeep Wade, Greg. Love. Like, I'm sending him a Valentine letter. A Valentine note. I do love him. When I got really upset with the whole team after the bowl game, I may have said some things. And I think one of the things I said is, I want to fire the whole entire staff except for Eckler and Jeep Wade.
And I remember asking you, I think this was off air. I was like, including Matt Rule? And you said,
At the time, I was very upset, okay? I've since changed my mind. I don't believe that now, but that is how impressed I was with Jeep Wade.
While we're talking about offensive linemen, one of our very own offensive linemen, or at least someone who's offensive, Rostovsky says an LSU guard is visiting also, 6'4", 317 pounds, and a former teammate of Dylan in Buford.
Oh.
So maybe he's like, I'm not going to Nebraska until Dylan's out. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, well, welcome, so mysterious guard.
And I know we've talked about this before, Husker Chuck says, "Who is our D-line coach? Wouldn't knowing that help with recruiting D linemen? Seems like it. We still don't have a D-line coach."
We don't yet.
So,
What if, just hear me out. What if
Matt, Coach
what if
Matt
it's
is going
Matt?
to be.
What if it's Matt?
Well, then that'd be horrible. Because I don't want to see my head coach in a backwards ball cap all season long.
Okay, well, what's probably more likely going to happen is our defensive line coach will come soon, and so will a lot of his players, because as I was looking at it this week, I didn't see any defensive linemen that we've gotten. In fact, I think it was, what, 6 players that had, um, said they were coming to Nebraska? Was it 6? It was a safety, or no, it was an edge. Did we get an edge?
Are you talking about just, guys who've already signed?
Yes.
Like commits?
Yes.
I mean, we got some linebackers, some offensive linemen, a quarterback.
There's one guy in there, and I can't remember his name right off the top of my head. Thought he was an edge.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm just seeing linebackers and
There's one other guy. My gosh.
what? Why aren't you knowing these things, Minnie?
I
You
do.
have
I
one
know
job.
them. I know them. You just have to confirm them. Thank you very much, Husker Chuck. Jeez.
Do you have a name though, Husker Chuck?
I'm hoping I wrote it down. I may not have.
Anthony Jones. I don't know if that's a name.
Okay.
And you got Will Hawthorne, who I think also came over from
Yes, the linebacker. We had tried to get him before. Do you know that?
I'm not surprised.
Oh, we were big on him. I think it's interesting how things come full circle.
He did heavily consider the Huskers out of high school, but went to Iowa State.
I remember
and
that.
Has 4 years of eligibility remaining. That's pretty wild.
Okay.
We got a player from Oregon State, Dexter Foster.
Another linebacker?
I believe so.
Yeah.
We got transfer safety Dwayne McDougal. He's one of the ones that are following Rob Aurich from San Diego State.
That's who I was talking about.
Okay.
That's who I was talking about. The safety. So we did get an edge today. Okay.
I don't know. I'm on edge today, man. I'm on edge.
Greg, you got to get your act together. Maybe if you weren't watching Lord of the Rings earlier today, you would have your act together.
Whoa. I'm not going to sit here and allow you to disparage the good gosh darn name of Lord of the Rings.
There's time that you should be watching, or I should say rewatching Lord of the Rings, and there's times that you should actually get prepared for the show, because I told you I may not even be there on time.
I mean, I made the stream. I thought that's what you meant by get ready for the show.
I know it is. I thought I trained you better over the last couple of years.
Aaron says Foster's legit. Dude led his team in tackles and only played in 7 games. Have to see how he'll recover from his injuries, though. And that is the former Oregon State Beaver. And Aaron Keene says, Minnie, bite your tongue, heathen. Leave Lord of the Rings alone. Sam Sanchez says, Lord of the Rings is one of the greatest movies of all time. It won an Academy Award for the greatest movie ever made. That's right.
The greatest movie ever made? Is that actually a thing? Is that an award?
But it should be.
All right. I like it. We'll go with that. Should we just talk about Lord of the Rings instead?
Well, High Mountain Guy asked me to bring up your Star Wars homework and finish you off Mortal Kombat style.
What do you think?
Again, you won't understand that reference either.
Okay. Listen, I tried out your homework thing, watching Star Wars. I'm sorry for the sidebar. I know I like to keep it football focused. I'm just going to tell you, I did 30 minutes of it. Okay.
Mhm.
And I understand why you guys love it so much. I understand why the majority of the people that are here with us, whom I appreciate and would do anything for, love it. I just think you have to be in the right frame of mind to be able to watch it. That being said, I'm not a 13-year-old boy
Whoa.
in 1989, okay?
So, you know what? It's probably best if, for the sake of the show, maybe next week you'll print a retraction.
I understand why there's this whole like Star Wars movement thing. I love the story. I think the story is really interesting.
Just not enough to watch it.
It's just it's so out of date when you watch it. Like
Do you
the
think that
effects
westerns
and
are out of date, Minnie?
no, I love what but see, I watch those because I like the nostalgia. Like, I don't expect you to watch a Western that I love and be like, "Oh, it's the greatest movie ever." You know?
You're
So
a High Mountain Guy says 30 minutes and she's an expert. That tracks. It is. It is a western set in space.
Huh.
I think you
And
need to shift your.
the acting is not very good either. It kinda turned me off. I know Harrison Ford was, like, in the movie and one of the leading roles, but even his acting wasn't as great as it has become. I mean, it was pretty good. He's way better in Indiana Jones. But whoever played Luke Skywalker was not very good.
Whoever played Luke Skywalker?
Who was it?
Mark freaking Hamill? And you're
I
over here
don't
saying, whoever played Luke Skywalker? Oh my. Oh.
look at this is some people agree with me. Worship Swatter says, I don't even like Harrison Ford. He's like the worst part of Star Wars. Or is he putting words in my mouth? Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know. To me, this is I mean, I'm a 50-year-old woman, middle-aged woman trying to get Star Wars. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't. I do like the robots.
They're called droids. They're not even.
Okay.
You watched a half hour of a 2-hour movie. You can't say that it's not like you didn't even watch the climax. Oh, I'm so broken.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest.
This right here, this whole back and forth, your anti-Star Wars position is worse than Nebraska's season this past year.
I'm so sorry.
I'm more disappointed in this than in the bowl game.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you just assume everyone likes what you like, Greg?
No, but I assume that everybody likes Star Wars because it is timeless. It is classic. It is in the National Film Registry. It is so far into the cultural zeitgeist that I feel like people have to go out of their way to not like it. Like they have to be just purposefully contrarian to say, no, I don't like it. I can't see the point in it. It's,
I I promise you, I wanted to like it.
but
I
you only
wanted
gave
to
it a
see
half
what
hour.
I wanted to see what you guys like. I don't give any movie a half hour. I call it the 5-minute rule, okay? I put a movie on for 5 minutes. If it doesn't interest me, I turn it off. And I usually don't even stay the whole movie. So, I'm sorry. I I think you're looking at it from your eyes from when you first saw it and you're like, "This is so great. This is the best thing in the whole wide world. I could die happy." I'm looking at it from my perspective. I've seen a lot better effects in movies.
It was 1977.
How am I supposed to like that? How? When
Uh,
it's so not realistic at all.
1977. They were practical effects. Oh, they didn't have computers.
I mean, for the time frame, it was great. It would be really wonderful if you want me to like it. It would be really wonderful if they remade it.
You can't remake Star Wars. I mean, they did with Star Wars: The Force Awakens, but it was just a retelling of the original story. But it wasn't like Luke Skywalker. Oh, no, now you go. I feel like you're doing this to me on purpose. You're trolling me, and you're trolling all of our fantastic fans.
I don't even know how we got so involved in this conversation. I never
It's the off
intended
season.
for you guys to hear all of this information. Like, they're my deep, dark secrets, okay? I'm sorry.
Did we take in any more transfer portal acquisitions? Because I'm depressed. No, we're not going to give that. No, Gary.
Yeah. No, you are perpetually in the 5th grade. I agree with Gary.
You know what? I'll be back.
No! Where are you going? Gary's the only one who ever stands up for me. Ever. Hardly anybody in the chat ever stands up for me. It's almost like you guys don't like me. And yeah, what about basketball? I honestly can't tell you that. I am not a toolbox, Sean. Who calls somebody a toolbox? That is so not nice. Just because Highlander, I'm sorry, I forgot you were in chat. Thank you for standing up for me. Okay. Aaron Rostowski says Indiana just got beat down by the women. That's really nice. Thank you for that information. Greg is pacing back and forth, working off his emotions, and just left me. I see that everybody here seems to like Star Wars. I'm really sorry. Where'd you go?
I haven't had a drink since I don't know how long.
Okay. Oh, I'm driving you to drink? I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, Greg. I did not mean to do this. What are you doing? Oh my gosh, are you serious? I drive you to drink that bad.
What's Greg drinking today? What's Greg drinking today? Whoa.
I did not mean to do this. Am I driving other people to drink? Oh boy. All right. Go ahead. Out of the bottle. Oh my gosh. Wow. Are you okay? Just calm down. Are you okay? Okay, I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. The outfits were kind of cute.
The
I'm so sorry. I'm just going to stop talking about it. I'm just going to stop. I'm going to stop.
Worships Water says today's 5-Heart Theater, the first 30 minutes of Star Wars as told by Minnie.
Oh my God. I think we have the 5-Heart Theater, don't we?
We do later in the show, or we might have to get to it sooner rather than later.
Oh boy.
Fred says we don't have this problem on Mondays. No, somehow y'all managed to
Stay on we stay on
behave
task because
yourselves.
guess what? We both come prepared.
I had that graphic. I have more graphics. Yeah, I've got graphics.
Okay.
I can tell you things.
What are you going to
See?
tell me?
Look at this. Dexter Foster.
Ooh. Can I tell you another thing about our quarterback?
Nope, you can talk about Dexter Foster.
So you see how Dexter has tattoos all over his arms?
Mm-hmm.
Our new quarterback doesn't.
Okay.
From what I could see, he doesn't have any tattoos.
And you would have looked.
I was kind of impressed by that. I think that's rare.
I mean,
I don't know.
doesn't DR15, does he have tattoos?
He does.
Oh, I didn't know that. Is
On
it
his
his
chest.
logo? I feel like it'd be his logo
No,
on something self-serving.
he has a tiger on one boob, and then he has the cross on another, I think is what it is. Maybe the cross is in the center. Yeah.
Rostovsky says Greg's got graphics, which many will say is much better than Star Wars graphics.
I'm not making any comparisons.
I do like that the chat has taken over with Spaceballs quotes. I am a big fan of Spaceballs as well. Have you seen Spaceballs?
Yeah.
Are you lying? Because we can tell.
Okay. What is it about? It seems like maybe I have, maybe I haven't.
It's Rick Moranis, John Candy, Bill Pullman. It's a parody. It's a Mel Brooks movie parodying Star Wars called Spaceballs. Yeah, Darth Helmet, surrounded by assholes. The guy who does all the sound effects, I think Michael Winslow is his name, in Police Academy. He's also in it. He's talking about the radar. Got the was it the beeps, the bleeps, and the creeps, or something like that. So
Okay, I'll tell you what. I will check this movie out for sure, and I'll tell you why.
it's a comedy. If you can laugh, can you laugh at things?
No.
Yeah.
Yes. Spaceballs. Sounds like the type of movie a teenage boy would like. Right? Gary?
The bleeps and the creeps, yeah.
Okay.
That's
Got it. I'll check it out. All right. Why aren't you guys checking out movies I like?
What movies do you like?
I'm not really sure. I'll have to get back to you on that.
Because we come prepared with movies and you're like, Yeah. Aaron Keane says, what, The Notebook?
No. I do not like romantic movies. I know that makes me less of a girl, but I don't. So just because I'm a girl, it doesn't equal romantic movies. I don't like romantic comedies either. I do like war movies.
Husker Chuck says also must watch The Blues Brothers.
Yeah, I've
Have you
watched
seen
it.
The Blues Brothers?
Yeah,
When's the last time you watched The Blues Brothers?
it's been years.
Everybody needs somebody. Highlander Gun says, "Hey Greg, if you want Minnie to like sci-fi, you have to have her watch Firefly. The fan base 52% women, very rare. Firefly's fantastic. There's only, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Highlander, 13 episodes. It's on Hulu. It's available there. It's a really great show. It's a western but set in space. It's underrated, much loved by its fans. The network didn't believe in it and pulled the plug on it after one season or maybe even half a season. So
Yeah. So you guys wonder why I only gave Star Wars 30 minutes. Back in the spring, okay, I took advice from this guy saying that if you watch Lord of the Rings, because I never have, you need to watch the extended version.
Firefly. Kaylee's talking about. Kaylee's a big fan of Firefly.
Okay.
Kaylee wouldn't let you down. She wouldn't lead you astray.
Okay. I
And
mean,
truth be told, Lord of the Rings, if you're going to watch Lord of the Rings, the only way to watch them is to watch the extended editions.
that's what you said,
Yes.
but that's not true.
No,
Especially if you're not like a weirdo movie connoisseur like you.
you're calling 90% of our viewers weirdos right now.
Sorry. All I know is I spent days watching this. Days and days. Because I think I spent like, I don't know, $30? Yeah, I think that's how much it cost. And it was not worth it. Not at all.
I could watch all of them in one day. From simpletons to weirdos, the Ecking Crew story. should do a documentary. Let's just go around, travel the country, talking to various members of the Ecking Crew. Like, tell us your story and tell us why you're offended each and every Thursday night when Minnie says something derogatory about you.
I'm sorry. Don't take it
Fred says,
personal.
"You're a weirdo," says the woman who tried to stalk a high schooler by getting on a chain gang.
Is that stalking?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I
It's
didn't know
frowned
where the
upon in at
line
least
was.
33 states.
Okay, I did not know where the line was, Your Honor.
All right. What do we have football-wise, Minnie? Do we have anything else football-wise? I have a few
The
things.
only thing that I know, Greg, is what you told me or sent me a link this morning or today sometime about Kevin Williams.
No, Kenneth. Kenneth
Kenneth
Williams.
Williams entering the transfer portal.
Yes.
Why? Is it because I don't remember him playing very much at the bowl game?
I mean, largely probably because he getting buried on a running back depth chart.
Oh,
I just realized that Double O Dana is Dana Williams from Facebook.
you just realized that?
Yeah. Sorry.
He came over and joined us, probably
Well,
because you asked him to. It
but I
worked,
didn't know
Greg.
that. I didn't put two and two together. I needed the booze apparently. I'm sorry. Hi, Dana. So the only thing I could think of is that, there was a huge deal made after I think it was the Maryland game, when he ran back the kickoff for a touchdown, and they gave him they awarded him a scholarship immediately after that, and that's a top moment of the season, honestly. As far as I always like those scholarship presentations because there is a public, I guess, presentation of something that's truly earned.
Mhm.
Like a lot of guys are given scholarships out of high school, and that's cool. But Kenneth Williams came on as a walk on, and he earned the scholarship. And I enjoyed that video. So I was a little shocked to see that he was entering the transfer portal. He probably didn't want to be a return man his whole career. And again, we saw Mosey and Makai Nelson. We've got the running back, I think, from one of the Carolinas or Georgia who committed last month. So again, it makes sense. It sucks, but it makes sense.
It's a little disheartening, but truthfully, no player is gonna leave here without, like, the endorsement of our coaches. I felt like he played less in the bowl game on special teams. I remember Ja'Cory Barney, being a returner. I don't remember Kenneth Williams.
Didn't they? I mean, was it possible? And I'm just asking because I don't remember the bowl game. Is it possible? Most teams in a kick return formation have two return men. Is it possible they just kept kicking away from K-Dub?
Possible, maybe.
I know that a
Good
lot of
question.
times Barney just kept running it out of the end zone. I'm like, that's dumb. That's dumb. That's dumb. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. No.
Mhm.
But
Yeah. Okay. So if anyone is curious, the Fiesta Bowl is going on right now.
no.
Miami is 17 and Ole Miss is 19.
How much time's left?
They're in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes left.
Who's got the ball?
I have to scroll down for that. It looks like it is. Well, I don't see the ball on the field.
Oh, Husker Chuck says Ole Miss just scored.
Miss field goal is good. Nope. Ole Miss's field goal is good. Yeah.
I'm not allowed to have the TV on anymore during the
This
show.
is not a TV. I'm
No,
just
you're
getting the
checking
score
updates on your
update.
phone.
Yeah. Just getting score updates.
Okay.
I like actually watching a game on my phone by that, by the way Google sets it up. Because I mean, it's not up to the current time, but it's close. You're about a minute behind.
Okay.
Yeah. I would be there if it wasn't for my daughter's birthday. Jeez.
Oh, and the 5 Heart Podcast?
No. Yes, I mean.
Wow. Well, transfer portal players coming to Lincoln is not the only news that I have for you, Minnie, and for the good people of the Ecking crew tonight. I also have the fact that there are some Nebraska players who've exhausted their eligibility who get an opportunity to further showcase their talents by playing in some of the all-star games that college football offers. And first and foremost, to the Shrine Bowl is going the former USC Trojan / Nebraska Cornhusker Sierra Wright. He's going to be in the East-West Shrine Bowl later on.
Okay.
All right. Well, there was no real reaction there. That's cool.
Yes, Greg. I'm sorry. When I have you in charge of putting together some information. It's usually not things I'm very interested in.
Okay.
I'm
Do you even
trying to
want me to tell you the two Huskers who are going to be playing in the American Bowl? Or do you not care?
let me guess. Can I guess?
Oh, you can guess. I don't think you'll get either of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, the American Bowl. Rocco Spindler?
Guess the other one.
Oh, I got that one right?
No. I'm just saying, guess the other one. You give me two guesses, two names, and then I'll put
Deshaun
up a graphic.
Singleton.
I'm sorry?
Deshaun Singleton.
Oh. 0 for 2.
Really?
Javin Wright and Henry Latovsky.
Okay. Very good.
So I know it's not sexy news. Sorry. I'm just a big old dumb loser at this thing.
No, you're not. No, you're
for
not. Thank you. It's
almost 10 years.
information we all needed.
I don't know. I did see a report. I don't know if report's the best word, but that there was one player. I'm trying to find confirmation or be reminded of who it is. One player for Nebraska who actually did get picked up out of the transfer portal. But it's not, I mean, I think we mentioned him last year or the year before. Or not last year, last week or the week before.
Okay.
It is it Machicek? Machicek? Machacek.
Yeah. Where's he going?
Out west to, I believe, Wyoming.
Oh. That's west?
I mean, it's west from Nebraska, isn't it?
I don't know.
That's how geography works.
Just barely. But also, Wyoming sucks.
Wyoming's one of the more picturesque, like War Memorial Stadium is one of the more picturesque college football atmospheres. It's just unfortunate that it's Wyoming and they're not historically good. But they do have a rabid fan base of the 20 people who really like them.
Well, I can tell you that's not necessarily the case. I'm sorry.
What's not necessarily the case? Which part of my what I'm saying are you shitting on now?
Well, I just know my brother lives there.
Okay.
And he has supported the team for years.
Okay.
I mean, he basically has lived there for most of his life, and he loved the Cowboys, and he can't even watch them now because apparently they got decent one season a couple years ago, and the next thing you know, their head coach leaves and all their good players are gone. So just like what's happening to Iowa State, although on a lesser level because Wyoming is certainly no Iowa State. It's like any team that has less funds than, these big conference teams,
Right.
we just pick them apart till there's nothing left.
I mean, how is any team ever going to have like a proper rebuild?
Yes, how are they ever going to rebuild? This is what I was just going to ask.
So
how is that ever? They're always going to be a mess to watch. How are they going to have any fans?
I don't know.
But Vince Watson lives there, so I guess he is a fan. I'm sorry, Vince.
That's right. Vince knows you hate him.
I don't hate him. No, I don't hate him at all.
And then the other one, I know it got mentioned in the earlier. I don't know if we talked about it or mentioned it, but Anthony Jones, the former edge rusher from UCLA, who also has played for Michigan State, Indiana, and Oregon, is now in his 5th year and 5th team, which is, dare I say, a little bit crazy. But he's now a Husker.
Well, that's exciting. I also see that he chose number 15 to wear, but he's defense.
I mean, maybe that's just the number he wore at UCLA, and they just did a quick jersey swap through
Yeah.
Photoshop. Because I don't know if I have it here. I don't, because why would I be? But the linebacker from um, Iowa State, Will Hawthorne, the graphic that they used for that is the same one of him from a couple of weeks ago when he was announcing his departure on New Year's Eve. So not even a couple of weeks ago, just last week. It's the same one, just with the Nebraska jersey, number 42 still. So, and we haven't talked about Owen Chambliss. He's another San Diego State kid who's coming over to Nebraska as well. He's a linebacker. So I expected that some of those players would follow their, defensive coordinator, but I don't know. What are your thoughts on the players that have been added to the Nebraska roster?
I'm excited about them.
Yeah.
Um, yes. I feel like we needed to replace, I mean, we have linebackers leaving, so we need some linebackers to come in. And I'm more curious about, who they bring in on the defensive line and offensive line.
Some
One,
people are saying, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Some people are saying the Houston Texans defensive line coach may be our our next defensive line coach. And that some people in the chat just tonight were saying that they're telling the players privately, but they're not going public about who that next defensive line coach is going to be. So,
I think that's very likely as well.
so
I'm I just want to get excited about this team again. I'm starting to. When I see names pop up that are proven, linemen, that gets me excited. And I'm excited about this quarterback. I think it's probably a better fit than the other guy that I'm not even going to mention who was here for a hot second, who never even visited Lincoln.
oh,
Sure.
Minchie?
Yeah, don't say his name.
Oh, sorry. It's not like Bloody Mary. If you say his name, he's not going to appear in the mirror.
I'm just mad at him. I don't ever want to hear his name again.
Okay. David Matty coming in late and firing off some live rounds saying looks like Dylan is even slow in the transfer portal. Oh, and here we go. Another throwback. Minchie the Moocher.
It's good.
Gary Pierce does not get too worked up about transfers in or out. That's why he's appreciative of us. Well, thank you, Gary. We appreciate your appreciation.
I mean, I don't get too worked up about like players that commit, and have a couple years left of high school because they're teenagers. To me, those days are kind of gone of us getting excited about that. But I do get excited about who's leaving and who's staying. I just feel like, there's really, I don't know, maybe we should go through the roster and name the players that we'd like to definitely stay. There's some players that I would love to see come back for another year. A lot of them are young, but getting these players that we know we need, like desperately, I get excited about that because that means that we're building a stronger team, hopefully, right? Hopefully. That's the thought. Greg.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily want to go through the roster and be like, ooh, keep or dump or anything like that. Just these young men, I'm not going to call them kids anymore. These young men are going to make decisions that they feel are in their best interest. And if those decisions lead them away from Nebraska, see you later. Like, I'm no longer attached to the player. I'm just attached to the school, to the team. Because the players are going to come and go. You know, if they want to spend their entire career here, great, a Husker for life. But if they come here for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and then leave and go play somewhere else, they're not a Husker for life. If they retire, you know, there was I think an lineman a few years ago who had to retire for medical purposes.
Okay.
You know, he was like, I just can't do it anymore. Yeah, cool. Husker for life. And I believe the university even honored his scholarship to the point where, you know, all just like he was still active roster. But anybody who elects of their own free will to leave Nebraska and go play college football somewhere else no longer is considered a Husker for life. I will die on that hill because they made the choice to leave.
Okay, that's fair. I think that's actually fair. These days, Greg, the transfer portal has beat it out of us. You're right. There's no more Husker for life.
Yeah. I mean, this is Kaylee hits the nail on the head. RB1 has moved on. Next season, we'll see a new RB1 on the field.
Greg.
It should always be.
Why does she always compliment you?
I don't think she compliments. I think that she just says really smart things.
Which end up being a compliment to you. Only to you.
It's not a compliment. It's just she's paraphrasing what I said.
Here's my friend. Say something nice to me. I haven't seen him in ages. He's like, that's fair.
I want it. I'm going to start treating college football like NCAA football was back 10, 12 years ago. No names. It was literally like on the back of the jersey. It was QB1, RB1, and that's it. There are no names anymore. It's just players and numbers, you know, that if they help the team, great. But I'm not loyal to any player because the players aren't loyal to me, to the school. And full disclosure, that goes for coaches too. You know, like, you know, as a lot of people were saying, you know, Lane Kiffin can stick it up Lane Kiffin's ass. You know, like if a coach has said, I'm not planning on going anywhere, and then jumps, write them off as well. Okay. I don't care about the coach.
But you're still a Steelers fan. Yeah. Do you root for their players? Is there a particular player that you especially like?
Not this year. Like we limped into the playoffs. We had a missed field goal by Baltimore to even make it to the playoffs. Like my Steelers fandom is down so far that I forgot I had terrible towels until about 3 months ago. Like my Husker fandom has overtaken my Steelers fandom immensely. Huh. My all-time, I'll say this.
Ole Miss just
my all-time favorite football player, period, Jerome Bettis.
Okay.
That's that. So, all right. Thank you, Aaron Keene. All right. So what else we got to talk about tonight, Minnie?
Greg, I don't know.
Nebraska men's basketball still undefeated. Okay. The women's basketball team won tonight. At this point, we probably need to are you almost ready for Five Heart Theater?
I can be. I
mean, we don't have to really put in on any elaborate costumes tonight.
Yeah, I can totally be.
I probably need to send our guest the link.
Yes, you do. Why don't you do that?
I'm working on it. This is peak. This is pinnacle 5-heart right here. It's chaos like it used to be, by gosh. The good old
I
days.
let him do the show without me. Because if you're showing up late, it was because my daughter had her 12th birthday today. We have 2 minutes left of the game.
No, Mr. Matney, we're not going over score predictions. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure you
because
won
he
a previous
won. He
episode on
won.
Monday.
He won. You might as well play the video for him because he won.
Okay.
42-17 was his guess.
Fine.
And it was 44-22. That was the...
Now presenting the Holgermaniac champion, brother.
Very nice.
We're going to need a new one for Ecking Crew.
True.
All right, I'm going to close out of all these unnecessary tabs I no longer need with all of our new
Okay.
signees.
I'm going to tell you who was the furthest away from the
Oh, I don't think that's
true
necessary.
score. Oh, I think it is.
Okay. Is it me? I feel like it's me.
No, it's not. I mean, there's some people that I could tell that are just kind of like pushing their luck. They're like, yeah, let's just throw out a crazy number. But then there are some people who actually mean it, and I know they do.
Great Rounders reference here, Rostovsky.
Edward said 59-13 Nebraska. Ernie, God bless you, Ernie. He said 42-19 Nebraska. Matt said 69-0 Nebraska. Our Tony from Minnesota, 84-13.
Closer than I thought it'd be, except he picked the wrong winner.
Yeah. And Pitt. I haven't seen Pitt tonight. If he watches this, he'll laugh. 48-45 Nebraska.
So close. Well, while we await our guest, let's take a look at some of our starred comments. By the way,
Okay.
This was from 904. It auto-starred. Bruce has been a member for 8 months. It said, Minnie, always looking beautiful.
Oh,
GBR.
thank you. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you.
Worships Water, we talked about Anthony Jones. He said the transfer from UCLA has been to 4 schools in 4 years already. Yep, that's true, sadly. Or as Metallica would say, sad but true. Nebraska Strong says, I don't see how our Huskers get more than 6 dubs with this roster and our absolutely brutal schedule. Well, it's January. We're all kind of, feeling down. But by August, maybe even July, the Kool-Aid will be flowing again. And I know Nebraska Strong, GBR, you're going to be thinking 8, 9, 10 wins next year. I believe in you. And you should believe in you. David Matty says, serious question. At what point will they institute some sort of salary cap?
Can't.
I don't think they will. However, the legal issue in Washington is very interesting now. Minnie, are you familiar with that situation?
Has it changed?
You're answering a question with another question.
It's the antitrust laws, in particular the Sherman Act. Is that what you're talking about?
It's the quarterback who signed a deal with Washington and then a week later was in the transfer portal.
Oh, okay.
Sound like a reportedly something like a $5 million deal to return to Washington. and instead jumped in the transfer portal to go elsewhere. And it's being held up in the courts. The university is saying, well, no, we're going to trying to think of the word, but we're going to make sure that he stays in Washington as a Husky, which is just going to be, it's not going to be a good situation for anyone.
Who was this that you're talking about?
You would, I believe it. Yeah. DeMond Williams Jr.
And well, he was the quarterback last season.
Yes.
So what exactly did he sign with Washington? Because they're not giving him $5 million. It's not his revenue sharing. It must be his NIL deal.
Let's see. By the way, this from now, the latest from the Seattle Times as of 3.5 hours ago, saying that he is returning to Washington, apologizes for timing of the transfer announcement. He said on social media, after thoughtful reflection with my family, I'm excited to announce that I'll continue my football journey at the University of Washington. I'm deeply grateful to my coaches, teammates, and everyone in the program for fostering an environment where I can thrive both as an athlete and as an individual. I am fully committed and focused on contributing to what we are building. Additionally, I apologize for the timing of these events coinciding with the celebration of life for Mia Hammond, a beloved member of our university community. I never intended to call attention away from such an important moment. I don't know what that was. He announced on social media he intended to enter the transfer portal despite signing a 1-year, $4 million NIL license agreement to return to the Huskies on January 2nd. So, yeah, it wasn't a
Revenue
contract
share
per se, but, it was you would think they signed those in good faith, right? But the university was going to, quote, pursue all legal avenues to enforce the contract, is what I was trying to say earlier.
But how's okay, this is my question. How is the university involved if it's the NIL and it's not the revenue sharing part? Because from what I understand, NIL is totally separate.
It was revenue sharing. It is the quote from the university says, the past 48 hours have underscored just how complex and challenging the current college athletics environment has become. What has transpired has been difficult for all parties involved and is emblematic of many of the current issues in college sports. It's critical in this post-house revenue-sharing environment that contracts with student athletes are not only enforced but respected by everyone within the college sports ecosystem. We will continue to support DeMond as he continues his academic and athletic career at UW. So,
okay. Well, I believe with the revenue sharing part, yeah, that's a contract. I can't imagine, the university obviously could, has reason to go after him. With the NIL deal, that's with a company. So, that's totally separate from the university. So the company that he is like reneging on would have to go after him. But as far as them putting a cap on these things,
that'll never happen.
That can't happen because from what I understand, the antitrust laws prohibits that.
You would need parties to agree in collective bargaining, and it's not going to happen.
Yeah. So the rich are going to get richer.
Yeah.
This is what what we're saying. The people who have the most money are going to win games. But there have been some anomalies that have not shown up with a bunch of money that are still winning. So
Aaron Keene says, would a salary cap be considered a backwards cap? Asking for Fred.
That's funny. I think so. Speaking of Fred, I think he's here.
Well, okay. I guess that's way to give away the surprise, I suppose.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, indeed.
I'm so sorry.
And he's yelling too from the green room. So, all right, everybody. Well, definitely not having Fred in
Wait. There's only 37 seconds left. Should we see who wins?
Well, Miami has the ball in the red zone. So a field goal will send it to overtime. That's how
jeez.
football works.
Mm-hmm.
Rostovsky says, best to get the disappointment out of the way earlier. Are you talking about the 5-heart theater?
I didn't write it, you guys.
Maybe he's just underwhelmed by the special guest that I hyped up, which is shameful, honestly.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah. All right, you go. Oh, wait, no, there's no. Yeah, this is nice. There's no costumes we have to put on. Okay, let's go. We have a very special guest tonight, Ecking Crew, who one panelist believed was the savior of our program even.
Yeah, Greg. Nobody likes the told you so guy.
I sure like him. At least tonight,
Can't we talk about long snappers or other quarterbacks with feathered hair? Who's your special guest anyways?
Thank you, Minnie, for the 16,668th interruption. You may be pretty excited.
Get to the point, Greg.
Okay, my apologies. 16,669th interruption. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, minis of all ages, allow me to introduce number 15 in our programs by contract. Number 1 in some of your 5 hearts, the generational talent, Dylan Raiola.
Hello, Your Name Here Nation. I don't have a lot of time. I mapped a portal to another podcast.
Dylan, why? Why'd you do it?
What? Produce nothing but demand everything?
No, why'd you leave us? We loved you.
You got a mouse in your pocket, Minnie. Who is this we?
Whatever, Greg. Dylan, it's an honor to have you on our show tonight.
Oh, thank you. You know, I'm just trying to stay humble, and I got a good 10 minutes before the hot now sign goes on at Krispy Kreme. So, you know, fire away.
Minnie.
Unlike me when I'm feathering the pass in there.
Minnie, they always say don't meet your heroes. Reminds me of the times that
Greg, this isn't about you. It's about Dylan.
When is it ever about me?
Dylan, can you tell us why you decided to leave?
Well, first off, you know, like they say, the name on the front of the jersey is as important as the name on the back. So, you know, but like I said in that interview 5 months ago, and Google it, it's not that Fred jerk making things up. I'm all in wherever I go until opportunities change. So, you know, it's kind of strange, you know.
Tell us about strange.
Good Lord, Minnie, no.
Yeah, man, it's been kind of strange. Like I used to get these texts from an Arizona phone number. Sometimes it'd just be hearts and smiley faces. Other times X's and O's. And I thought maybe it's Coach Sat sending me plays, but then I thought that's too sophisticated for Coach Sat. Then other times it'd be weird words like "I'm watching you" or "How do you like your eggs in the morning?"
Oh my gosh. Moving on now.
No, wait. What did you do, Dylan?
I did what any grown man would do. I called my mom and I asked, "What should I do?" And she said, "Just block them." So unlike my offensive line, I did. But then also like my offensive line, they got through anyway.
Okay, moving on.
Dylan, you talked a lot about adversity in your time here. Can you tell us about some of the adversity that you faced?
Oh man, you know, I just try and stay humble. There was one day I finished a marathon and
A marathon? I told you guys he was athletic. What was it, Dylan? Was it a 5K?
Oh, no. Running's hard. A Golden Girls marathon. I love that show.
Ecking crew, unleash the Kraken.
Quit interrupting Dylan, Greg.
Thanks, Aunt Minnie. Anyways, I finished my marathon and ordered Raising Cane's, specifically asked for an even number of spicy and hot sauces with my chicken.
I wish Fred were here right now.
Quit interrupting, Greg.
Anyways, Greg, they gave me all hot sauces. And I remember how my mom and Aunt Minnie said too much hot sauce is bad for my tummy. So I called my dad, and my dad called Raising Cane's, and he was like, "Hey, my son's a generational talent. I demand you give him a $25 gift card and free fries for a year. We've already been in talks with Popeyes. We love to pop that chicken at Popeyes. We have merch. We will portal that." And then the lady was like, we can't do that, sir. And then my dad was like, "Don't make me bring my brother's offensive line down to shove you around." And then the lady was like, "Well, we know that's not happening." And she laughed at my dad and hung up.
This is really something.
Poor Dylan. How did you manage this adversity?
You know, I just try and stay humble, try and stay humble and embrace the grind. And, like I do that Swim to the Oldies DVD that Coach Uncle Donnie gave me. That Richard Simmons guy, he's like a fucking Navy SEAL. He's for real. Like, he wears my ass out. And then I wanted to do my Spotify mix. And Wheels on the Bus was like the 6th selection down. So I had to click a bunch of times just to get to it. And then my dad called Spotify, and he's like, "Spotify, on 2 years of free duo. We're going to transfer to Pandora. You don't want to open that box." And they just hung up on my dad.
I need a drink.
Or I play Dr. Mario on my Nintendo 3DS. And Dr. Mario, he's funny. He throws little bugs all over the place. And all the colors. I could stare at it for hours. Like my wide receivers running across the middle. Anyways.
Well, Dylan, we've kept you for long enough, and we thank you for your service.
Interruption number 1 for me. Dylan, did you learn anything in your time here at Nebraska?
I did. Upon serious reflection, I thought, if you throw out too many ridiculous demands, maybe people quit listening to you after a while. But then I thought, nah, me and my dad are right. It's everybody else who's wrong.
Well, Dylan, we're sorry to see you go. Good luck wherever you go.
Thanks, Aunt Min. And I just want to shout out all the teams on my journey. Where'd my play call riffs go? The Burleson High Elks, the Candler High Wolves, the Pinnacle High Pioneers, the Buford High Wolves, Ohio State Buckeyes, go Bucks, Georgia Bulldogs, go Dogs, Nebraska Corn. What are you guys again? Corn Nation? The Big Red? Anyways, go Big Red.
And the magic is gone.
And he left. So I can't yell at him for that.
Aaron Keene says, "Ew, that Raiola shirt belongs right next to Frost Warning."
Where did he find that?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Rostovsky says, "Does Fred have his Corn Andrea shirt yet?" Not yet.
I love that.
Husker Chuck says, "Hold the phone lower, Minnie." I don't know what that means.
Oh, is it too high? I'm sorry. Line.
Hurricanes, by the way, are up 31-27 with 5 seconds left. Miami. Raji says, "It's Fred." Rostovsky says, "Future Husker Marty Brown's mashing the middle of the Ole Miss D." And Aaron says, "Fred as Dylan is, I don't know." Raji says, "Dylan, you really slimmed down."
Oh my gosh. Here's the
Vince
problem.
Fred did not put on enough weight for the part.
Oh my gosh.
Keene says, "Weird line phrasing." Let's see. Miami touchdown, hell of a game. Kaylee says, "This was less of a fiction and more of a retelling of true events."
I kind of feel like he tried to do that. And I could tell he's upset with Dylan. which is okay.
Raji's laughing. Husker Chuck is laughing. 2-yard sliding marathon. Raji says, I hope you have all your affairs in order, Fred, because Minnie's coming for you.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff is not fair. Having his dad didn't do anything as far as
Well,
I thought.
I think you're going to want to look a little bit more into that.
Really?
Fred left just like Dylan, says Aaron Keene. They found it in the discount bin, the clearance rack. And I think we talked about this on Sunday night. I'm also, you can get the tag generational talent when you've done something, not before you've done something.
Well, Fred, again.
Hey, what do you mean? I thought we did a great job with, by the way, that script, if you couldn't tell, 100% written by Fred.
It was written by Fred. And I didn't read it until I was reading it here. You told me a little bit about it. And so I'm like, okay,
I looked at
I'm
the
going to be
first 4
surprised.
lines and said, this is going to be great.
I'm going to be surprised. But here's the deal. I don't think it's much better than the last script, Fred. But thank you.
I mean, the last one went where he was you and you were me? That was also awesome. So thank you, Fred. Appreciate your time, your effort.
I appreciate the effort and your
I
time.
couldn't tell the last time I put together a 5-heart script.
Yeah, me either. Have you?
I think I did the one.
What one?
I don't remember now.
I don't think you've done any.
I did. I just have to go back and find it.
I don't think so. Thank you, Fred. What should I expect? I know he's left a lot of fans jaded. It's like I said, we put $1 million on Red 15 and lost. Sucks.
Yep. Oh, Fred says, yeah, Greg did one mini shit on it and now is pretending it didn't even happen. Do you think that's to make her reaction a little bit better? Like, no, you definitely didn't do one that I absolutely hated and didn't find entertaining at all.
I just don't remember it.
Thank you, Fred. I'll have to look because I don't remember now off the top of my head. So, Minnie, anything else on this Thursday night? Hey, we're in the off season, at least for Nebraska, so we may not be going 2.5 hours anymore.
Okay, next week I will be more prepared.
Okay.
And he won't. He'll show up like he does.
Show up like he does. Wow. If I had any feelings, they'd be hurt.
So Miami must have won. Yep, 31-27. Such a close game. Tight.
Kaylee says, honestly, he helped us get to 2 bowl games and brought in a lot of recruits. I'm not hating on Dylan.
There you go. Thank you, Kaylee.
Aaron Keene says, I couldn't be less prepared. Oh, I know. I think he's saying that about you because you said you'll be more prepared.
Okay.
Because we all know I can't be less prepared.
This is true.
So we know Oregon and Indiana play tomorrow. The winner will face Miami in the national championship on, I believe, the 19th. Martin Luther King Day, by the way, for those of you who will celebrate.
On Monday. Just real quick, guys, just for fun, put in the chat who you think is going to win tomorrow night. I'm just curious. Does everybody think Indiana's going to win?
Indiana's going to roll.
Is that who you say, Greg?
I think so.
Okay. And Indiana, hopefully.
Rostovsky says, obviously, everyone will be going for Miami in the national championship game. I don't think that's the case. Sam says Oregon.
Ooh.
Rostovsky says the Ducks. Christopher Shan says Signetti wins. Google him. Husker Chuck says Indiana tomorrow, Nebraska Saturday.
Amen. I don't know who we're playing or what we're playing Saturday, but yes.
It's men's basketball.
Okay. We'll watch. All of us.
We will? You will? I'm actually surprised by that.
Watch.
You hate everything that's not football.
No, I don't.
That's not entirely accurate. It's Nebraska and Indiana, 11 o'clock Central on Saturday.
Shut
From
up.
Bloomington. Yep.
I promise you I will watch that. I have nothing going on at that time.
I got to find out.
So the whole world is
That'll
saying
be on the Big Ten
Indiana,
Network, by the way.
except for Sam. Oh, and Aaron.
Husker Chuck says 9 a.m. your time. It's actually in Arizona because they don't celebrate daylight saving or
We
whatever.
don't
It'll be
celebrate.
10 o'clock.
What do you mean celebrate?
Arizona.
We celebrate not having to change our clocks. That's what we do. Oh, Christopher Chance, why are you bringing up bad news to us? Boise State beat UNLV twice. That's not going to be the case.
Indiana, Oregon is tomorrow night. Nebraska, Indiana basketball is on Saturday, Mr. Keaton.
Okay, so we're gonna end the show. Greg.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Go ahead. You're the driver. I'm just the co-pilot.
Yeah, you know what? That's pretty appropriate title for you, co-pilot.
I don't like it.
Well, you said it. I can't be in trouble for what you said.
All
I
right.
can't be in trouble with agreeing with you for what you said.
Okay.
I'm off the hook.
Okay. I said okay.
Okay. Everybody, we appreciate you so much. We thank you for spending your Thursday evening with us. We have a lot of fun each and every week getting together with you. Rambunctious, but knowledgeable, passionate people. And for that, we just so appreciative of the time that you give to us. So with that in mind, for my wonderful friend and tremendous other host of this show, Minnie Hunt, I'm Greg Mahochko. This is the 5 Heart Podcast. We remind you each and every week that 5 Heart is all the heart you need. Minnie?
These people can't stop picking Dylan apart. I feel bad for him. Oh, well, at least there's not going to be any more Dylan hate in our future. I can tell. Right?
Oh, there probably will be.
Yeah. And go Big Red, everybody. See you next week.